All right, whenever you're ready.
Andy Sullivan here in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, with the chairman of the GOP, Craig Eaton. Craig, welcome to the show.
Andy, thank you for coming. We had a great event here tonight. The grand opening of the first mayoral campaign office of John Catsimatidis, the next mayor of the city of New York. John is an amazing guy. Greek immigrant, came here with pennies in his pocket. His father was a waiter and a busboy for many years. And John became one of the most successful businessmen that I have the pleasure of knowing.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be the stark difference between, say, a Catsimatidis administration and, say, a Bloomberg?
Well, you know, I mean, look, I'm a good friend of Mike Bloomberg's, but over the last year and a half, I've seen a lot of mistakes and a lot of changes in his administration. You know, it's not all about what him and his administration want. It really is what the people of the city of New York want. John is a realist. John is a businessman. John knows the struggles that businessmen face. John knows that, you know, we pay real estate taxes, and then we pay New York City parking ticket taxes, and we pay fire department taxes, and every other tax, because every summons that gets issued to a local businessman is just another way of taxing us.
He's a private sector guy.
And John is a private sector guy, and he knows the burdens of a businessman. I mean, he owns Christie's. He owns, I think, at one point he owned 62 stores. So you know that when they're coming out and they're giving out summonses, they're gonna
He's being exposed to some serious hits
from all agencies. So what I like about John too is the fact that he's got the ability to fund his campaign. You know, in the last,
he's not indebted to any kind of special interest groups or anything of that nature.
And in the last 2 or 3 months of the campaign, the money is what's going to drive the train. If you don't have the money to get your message out in the radio and TV and get the people out in the street on election day and the weeks leading up to election day, you don't have a shot.
You know, Craig, listen, on a personal note, I know you to be a very straight-up guy and a bit of a maverick in the GOP. And you've really led some really tough campaigns here in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And flipped some very important seats. What is it, do you think, that the GOP is doing right, and what are they doing wrong? Because I see a lot of cannibalism within the party. What do you think is something we really need to rally behind?
You know what? We need to unite. I mean, everyone in politics has a place. And I think people need to stay in their places. We need to concentrate on beating the Democrats instead of beating up our own Republicans. And you know what? I've been a uniter for 6 years. I mean, there are people that, you know, that have left the party for different reasons, different personal reasons, but, you know, we've tried to bring them back. We've tried to unite. We won David Strobin's race. We won Bob Turner's race. Those were races that no one ever expected that we could win.
Exactly right.
And we re-elected, Grimm, Golden, and Malliotakis.
In a 3-to-1 district.
We've been successful. We work hard. I mean, I spend 5-6 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week. I don't get paid for this as a volunteer position. And you know what? It's great to see candidates like Andy out there, grassroots guys, working, wanting to get involved, wanting to help out, wanting to build and grow the party. Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. How you doing?